Father had a big call and purpose on his life, so she did as well. Gone too soon. Caitlyn Becker is a senior reporter for the Daily Mail, joining us live from Los Angeles. Caitlyn, thanks so much for being here. You know, that moment on the red carpet that keeps playing over and over again, it's now viral while she was being interviewed by Billy Bush. Certainly something to think about now in hindsight. But then she crashed one of Austin Butler's interviews on the red carpet. She seemed unsteady, according to Billy Bush, a little slower. Were you hearing other reporters talk about her appearance that night?
Well, I think you can kind of see it on the red carpet. She spoke to quite a few reporters as she walked through that process, and she did seem a little, like you said, unsteady on her feet. Maybe her words were a little bit labored. The fact that in the middle of an interview she had to grab someone's arm and said she had to grab someone's arm, it did raise some eyebrows. You know, that said, that's also the Golden Globes. It's an award show. Maybe people have a few drinks before, not to say that that's what she did, but it's not something that would have necessarily stood out until we found out on Thursday that she had gone to the hospital for cardiac arrest and has now passed away. So like you said, hindsight really is 20/20 in these kinds of situations.
And it's just interesting because you think about how successful this Elvis movie has been in terms of just portraying the man, the myth, the legend in such an emotional way. She was a big part of that, investing in actor Austin Butler to get him to have some of the same mannerisms as her father. His birthday was just this week. She's commemorating what would have been his 88th birthday, Elvis's 88th birthday. Then she goes to the Golden Globes, and then she's gone. I mean, you just have, it makes you think, was it the stress of the moment? Was it the emotion that she was going through working on this film?
Yeah, the timing here really is fascinating and something to look at. But, you know, Lisa Marie has had a really difficult few years. Her son, Benjamin, died from suicide in 2020. She has suffered from opioid abuse. At the time that her son died, her ex-husband wanted custody of their twins because he had concerns that she may relapse. Now, this was 2 years ago. So she has not had an easy 2 years. And then to go from that emotional, personal moment into reliving her father's legacy, essentially, with this film, it's been a lot in 2 years for anyone, let alone someone who had previously suffered from opioid addiction. We do not know if there were any underlying medical issues that led to her cardiac arrest. 54 is a very young age to pass away, especially in 2022, if you're not sick in some other way, but we haven't heard anything to that effect yet. So that'll be something that will likely come out with the coroner report.
You know, when someone dies, that's when you hear some of the most beautiful things about a person. You know, they give you your flowers after you're gone. From her mother, Priscilla, saying she was one of the strongest, most beautiful women that she had ever known. What are other people saying about her? Because there was so much controversy surrounding her life. But are they saying things that you would expect them to say, talking about her personality, her kindness, her investment, her philanthropy?
Yeah, Tom Hanks's wife, actress Rita Wilson, had a really beautiful message about Lisa Marie. They had spent some time together throughout the working on the Elvis movie, saying that she was just, you know, she was a one of a kind. She was a force. She was direct. Something else that really stood out to me was a comment made by Nicolas Cage, which was her very short-lived, you know, ex-husband. They were married for something like 107 days. Their relationship was pretty fraught. Yeah, you see them right here. They were married for a very short amount of time. He had a bit of an obsession with Elvis, and that is kind of what played into the dynamic of their marriage. But when he reflected on who Lisa Marie was, he said one of those things that the public just doesn't see. He said she had one of the best laughs he had ever heard in his entire life. And that's just something that struck me because it's those little things that really make a person who they are.
That's absolutely true. And thank you for sharing that with our audience here. Caitlyn from the Daily Mail, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.